weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
This is First Light from Westwood One News. I'm Evan Haining. It's 32 past. Time to call in this Tuesday, July 11th. You ever go to a show or a game and have a drone mess things up for you? In May, one fell into the stands at a San Diego Padres game, and a wildfire spread in California because some idiot drone operator couldn't keep himself under control. So firefighters had to ground their water-dropping aircraft. UAVs have interfered with police, and you can be sure they will improve on that criminal activity. But they're also used by police and firefighters to good effect to spot trouble and go where no one has ever gone before, like Star Trek. But today, how can we ground the bad guys? Well, among other things, we're going to find out about the great drone killer police have come up with. But first, we're going to check the weather, and good morning, Evan.
Thanks, Evan. Well, the main story with this nation's weather today, we're looking at plenty of heat and humidity in the east, and at least a good deal of heat across the western United States, and there will be some shower and thunderstorm activity to deal with today. The most strong shower and thunderstorm activity will be found from the northeast, especially from Pennsylvania all the way through Illinois, where there could be some heavier showers and thunderstorms, maybe some damaging winds, and those storms will also stretch up into the northern plains. There'll be a few showers and thunderstorms over the Rockies with moisture there, and in the southeast and coastal areas as typical for the time of year. Otherwise, just very hot and humid in the east and hot across the west, and that will lead to discomfort for some.
All right, thank you, thank you, Evan Duffy. There are two of us. Anyway, thanks anyway. Here's our number. It's 800-736-3666. We're going to talk about drones. Stay where you are.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-501-3689 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-501-3689 for your free author submission kit. Again, 800-501-3689.
This is John Greenhut, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swabs is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you'll have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free. 1-800-679-0969. That's 1-800-679-0969.
I hate water softeners. I really hate softeners. I hate the thought of lugging salt and that it ruins septic systems. But I hate hard water that causes limescale, which costs thousands in appliance damage and wasted energy.
Stop hating and start loving again with the HydroCare Smart Descaler from Wave Home Solutions. Prevent and eliminate limescale the smart way. No maintenance, no salt, no plumbing required, and better than magnetic wraps. 1 year performance guaranteed. Go to IHateMySoftener.com. IHateMySoftener.com.
If you are behind on your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt or medical bills forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. It's not bankruptcy, it's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven. Call for your free forgiveness information now. 800-291-6670. That's 800-291-6670. Don't wait. Call 800-291-6670. Not available in North Dakota.
Okay, hey, this is First Light, Westwood One News. 36 past, I'm Evan Haining, and yes, we have our old phone number back in our new studios. It's 800-736-3666. You can email firstlightradio@gmail.com. All right, drones, or UAVs if you prefer, are in the news all the time now. All you have to do is look for them, look up. By the way, I always remember a caller who said, please call them unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. Drones Drones sound so menacing, so we'll call them both probably. I get your point, but sometimes they are menacing. An Army sergeant in Hawaii has been arrested for attempting to give ISIS a drone, among other things. But the ones we're talking about today are the private drones, the things that you can buy in a store, the ones that people fly for fun at an airfield, and the ones that the idiots and the bad actors fly at concerts and ball games and crime scenes and around forest fires and peeping in people's windows, those UAV users. So, your opinion, how can we stop drones? Call 800-736-3666. Call now, 800-736-3666. We're going to hear about a great drone killer the military has developed in a minute. But, there are already anti-drone toys out there. There's a great one that flies. If you have a hovering UAV in your backyard or whatever, it flies above it and then drops a net on it. So that tangles the blades, and the UAV just falls at your feet. Then there are some real high-end signal jammers that sell for as much as $6,000. Now, the cheapest I found this morning was for $1,500, for the signal jammers. How do you feel about Amazon and Walmart and other retailers filling the skies with buzzing drones to deliver DVDs and underwear and fuzzy slippers to your next-door neighbors? Call 800-736-3666 and email firstlightradio@gmail.com. And we get more on the drone killer now with our Jim Roop.
Evan, they are popular, but a pain for many.
We have a drone that is flying in over the seats right now.
Back in May, a drone appeared over the stands at a San Diego Padres game.
It is kind of a safety issue. And there it is.
Cell phone video caught the drone crashing.
And it's making its way back.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What did it do?
It just crashed.
No one was hurt. It crashed into an empty seat. A bigger issue comes in these drones flying over crime scenes and wildfires. In fact, a wildfire raged out of control 2 years ago that jumped a crowded freeway, burning several cars because a drone in the area grounded water-dropping aircraft. So it's a very dangerous...
That's exactly the same event that spurred me into action.
Introducing Dan Hyman, chief scientist at Southern California-based IXI Technologies, and the drone killer.
There's two different modes of operation with the unit, and I don't have full control over the drone's response. What I can do is I can sever the command and control link from the pilot to the drone.
He does this with what looks like a high-tech sci-fi movie gun that interrupts the communication with the drone. He says higher-end drones then have a built-in GPS and will simply fly home. The lower-end models will just drop out of the sky. And it gets rid of the drone in just a few seconds, enabling firefighting to continue or any law enforcement activity to continue. Once the word gets out to consumers who are annoyed by these things flying over their backyards, they're going to want one too. Is anything like this ever going to be a consumer-level item?
That's a really good question. We've been asked that, and I think the answer is probably not. In general, because there's an aspect of safety which is so important about driving drones away from where they're lawfully allowed to fly, as well as making good decisions. Like if Amazon's delivering packages by drone, I don't want every Joe on the street to be able to knock that drone out of the sky and go take that package.
So only the military and law enforcement, he says, should have the drone killer. Evan?
All right, thank you, Jim Roop. And what do you say, everybody? Should we all have our own drone killers? Do you use UAVs as a hobby? Tell us what we need to know to let you do what is your right to do, and also how we can protect our privacy and our safety. We're going to be going to Ed in Horsehead, New York. Everyone else, call now. It's 800-736-3666. 800-736-3666. 41 past. We're coming right back. We'll go straight to Ed and then you.
Concur does what might seem impossible for your business. It makes employees happy and finance happy. How? Well, employees love automated expense reports and invoices they can submit and approve from anywhere. And finance loves that they have full visibility into employee spend. Plus, Concur integrates with leading finance systems. Concur makes the process better for everyone. Concur. Expense, travel, invoice. Learn more at concur.com.
Napa know-how. Buckets are good. Good at storing, carrying, and hauling all kinds of stuff. But the Napa bucket for $3.99 does more good than that. Like getting you 20% off 3 or more items that fit inside. And donating $1 to the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. So do our soldiers and yourself some good. And save 20% with the Napa bucket. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Exclusions apply. Offer expires 7/31/17.
I hate water softeners. I really hate softeners. I hate the thought of lugging salt and that it ruins septic systems. But I hate hard water that causes limescale, which costs thousands in appliance damage and wasted energy.
Stop hating and start loving again with the HydroCare Smart Descaler from Wave Home Solutions. Prevent and eliminate limescale the smart way. No maintenance, no salt, no plumbing required, and better than magnetic wraps. 1-year performance guaranteed. Go to IHateMySoftener.com. IHateMySoftener.com.
If you are behind on your bills, then this message is for you. How would you like to have a large portion of your credit card debt or medical bills forgiven? National Credit Card Relief would like to give you free information on a proven debt forgiveness program. It's not bankruptcy, it's not consolidation. This special program actually wipes clean the portion of your debt that is forgiven. Call for your free forgiveness information now. 800-291-6670. That's 800-291-6670. Don't wait. Call 800-291-6670. Not available in North Dakota.
It is First Light. This is First Light. It's 44 minutes past the hour, and we're talking about drones today and the great new drone killer that law enforcement has. Our number is 800-736-3666. We have open lines, 800-736-3666. You know, I had a universal TV turnoff remote. They're about $20. I used to use it in doctors' offices, other places where there was a TV blaring, you know, and nobody watching it. Only one in the room, and that was me, and I didn't want to see the stupid TV. You just pull this thing out, and you push a button, and it goes through all the frequencies that turn off televisions, and eventually it will turn off the one in front of you. But drones, UAVs, are going to be tougher to stop. Call 800-736-3666, and we're starting with Ed in Horsehead, New York. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. So what do you say about UAVs?
Well, so I think they're the future. I mean, I hear a lot of packaging companies, UPS, so on and so forth, are going to start turning to drones to deliver packages. I mean, a lot of our federal agencies are using drones for surveillance and so on and so forth. I think it's a great tool that we can use for multiple purposes.
You know, it's interesting that excuse me, once I get this out of my throat. All right, there we go. My first reaction was, why do we need this stuff? Why do we need more noise, more stuff in the sky? But there are things that people are pointing out, things like you, Ed, that, for instance, a lot of traffic on the highways is going to be reduced because we're not going to have all these delivery vehicles, and we're not going to have people out there shopping. So maybe drones are going to help solve the traffic problem. But they do have some drawbacks, and these guys that fly these things around when police are at a crime scene or firefighters are trying to put out one of these many blazes in California, then drones are a problem.
Oh, absolutely. I think anything at some point in time can be a problem, whether it's a car, a drone. I mean, anything. If you use it for those bad intentions, it's going to be a problem. But I think I think it's definitely the juice is worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? Because whether it's like Border Patrol or ICE or whatever, they'll be able to use these drones for multiple purposes to benefit a lot of things. And granted, we are going to have those problems, like you said, crime scenes, so on and so forth. But I mean, they're really effective. I mean, there's a lot of places. Word back in the day, the word was you can never outrun the helicopter for a crime, a high-speed chase. But these drones now, you can send multiple drones out there to track criminals, so on and so forth. I think what they're going to have to do is do some kind of a federal registration so we know who's driving, who's flying these drones around and for what purpose.
Yeah, that's a great idea because, when new things come around, sometimes they're great, but we don't think them through first. What always struck me as, funny ha-ha and funny too bad was that you go to an airport and at airport security, you let's say you bought a drone as a birthday present. Nope, can't take that, so you leave it behind. Then once you get through airport security, they have drones for sale on the other side of security. I mean,
right. I find people jobs for the military, and this is actually one of the hottest jobs going on right now, just because of the civilian applications you can do once you get out of the military. A lot of Border Patrol right now are hiring for drones. That way they don't have to send their guys out there, whether it's on horseback or vehicles. They can just fly a drone out 70, 80 miles for surveillance, pick stuff up, and, if they see anybody crossing the border, wherever it may be, they can just send people out then to apprehend that. And it's just, I think it's just a way of the future. We just got to figure out how we control this to where it's used for good purposes and be able to control the negative uses that can be out there.
Sure. And last thing, and quick question, Ed, how big are those drones that they're using for Border Patrol?
I'm not really positive on the Border Patrol. I mean, I've seen drones anywhere between maybe a 5-foot wingspan to up to 40 feet. All depends on its purpose. If it's just for surveillance, it's usually pretty small, 8 to 12 feet. But if it's, used for other purposes, mainly probably targeting, they're quite a bit bigger, just because of the distance they have to fly, the elevation, stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just thinking 80 miles, it's got to be big enough to go out and get back. Hey, thanks for your call. Really appreciate it. Good to hear from you this morning.
Absolutely. You have a great day now.
All right, you too. Our number is 800-736-3666. Yes, we have open lines. 800-736-3666. We're talking about drones and the drone killer that military and law enforcement has developed. And Bob in Punta Gorda, Florida. Good morning. You are on First Light.
Good morning. I've flown radio-controlled airplanes probably for 50 years, and I've watched a few fellas that bring the drones out. And there may be commercial applications, but as a hobby, it's a very boring thing. It's more like programming a computer, and you really don't do that much flying with them, and the people really get bored with them pretty quick. So it's not all that much fun to fly. The planes are a constant challenge, where the drones are, again, it's computer programming, and that's it.
Huh. I go out to an airfield sometimes and I watch the guys flying planes, and I mean, it's just fascinating. It's probably more fun to actually fly them, but it's also fun to watch. And these guys are doing loop-the-loop and all this stuff. And the drones, I just don't know. They have cameras. I guess the planes have cameras on them too now.
Not really.
No?
I mean, I have planes that have probably flown across the country as far as miles go. They have thousands of miles on them, and you're always happy when you get it back in the car that you didn't crash it. So it's always a challenge. In the drones, you watch the people and they learn how to program it, and there's no more challenge. They push a couple buttons, it goes up, and I can see commercial applications, but as far as a hobby, it's very boring.
All right. Hey, thank you for your call, Bob. That's a great take, a really interesting take on all this. It's First Light, and it is 800-736-3666. We have got Bill, and we're going to go to Bill right after we hear from John in Michigan. Good morning, John.
Good morning. How are you today?
Port Huron, how's that today?
It's a little foggy this morning heading into work, but as far as on the drones, I don't have one, but I want to get one just for my sailboat races, paddleboard races, things like that. I see people flying them around and they get some pretty nice video. But the privacy issues, you hear about the people where their daughter's out by the pool and somebody's got a drone flying over their backyard, and I mean that pisses off people, and it rightfully should. So they need to do something about that because they are getting more popular. But as far as that, I want to get one myself because they look like a nice toy.
Yeah, it looks like a nice toy. What do you think about federal registration, something like that? I mean, it's not as if we're born with the right to fly a drone. This isn't a Second Amendment issue, you know.
I thought you did have to register them when you got them. Maybe I'm wrong there, but or maybe they relaxed that. But yeah, I think you should have to register them. That way, if you are flying it over somebody's backyard, and I mean, I've heard about people shooting them down or taking a fishing net and getting them in that if they're looking in their windows. And I mean, that stuff's got to be addressed. But as far as using it for shooting your own video in public places, I think they're pretty neat. Cool.
That's another story. Yeah, all right. Hey, thanks for your call, John. Good to hear from you this morning. First Light is 800-736-3666, and we're going on to St. Louis. And Bill, it's your turn. Hi, Bill. Do we have you, Bill? I am waiting on Bill here, and, while we are getting our other line lined up here, I'll tell you, one time my wife was out jogging, and she heard this, like a big mosquito behind her. And it was a drone. It was hovering, and it was following her, and somebody was watching her, and she didn't much like it, and she stopped and turned around, and it would just kind of hover there, and it followed her for a couple of blocks. So, drones can be irritating, too, but obviously they have got to be fun on some level. All right, now it's Van in South Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
All right.
Something that strikes home with us.
By us, you mean Texans?
I beg your pardon?
I said by us, you mean Texans?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, there are about 3,000 of us in the U.S. But these things, I understand, are being limited to 400 feet. And I make a living, and I rarely get to 400 feet. And I tell you what, one of those things, you get a 5-pounder, it'll not only get through the windshield, it'll go right on out the tail.
That's a very good point. And I've seen some drone tests, and I mean, one of these little drones can take down an airliner. Because if some little 50-pound thing is flying at the same height as a plane, I mean, if a bird in an engine can take down an airliner, 50 pounds of metal sure can.
Yeah, and the restrictions on 400 feet, and I'm a little fuzzy on this. I just most things I just close my mind. It's not going to happen to me, and there's nothing I can do about it anyway. But this is something that, every 8-year-old in the country is going to want one. 400 feet is not going to enter into his thinking, and it won't matter anyway because he's still going to be able to get to me.
Yeah, and there are going to be ways around that too. There was a concert in Mexico, and there was a pop star, and somebody sent a drone down to get a closer look at him. I think it took off a couple of his fingers. This was one that had propellers. I'm not sure the different kinds. I'm not clear on all of that. The hover drones, and then the others that are kind of like model airplanes. But this guy lost some fingers. So these things are dangerous. We heard about that one that fell into the stands at the Padres game. So what do you think we should do about this? Do we all have to go out and invest in our own drone killers?
Well, yeah. There's always a solution. One of the things is put a monetary value on all of this. Mm-hmm. And if you really want a drone and so on and so forth, put your name and number on it.
Okay.
And because my estate would probably be interested in something like that.
All right. Hey, thank you for your call, Van. That's great. Yeah, maybe we should all invest in drone killers. Like the person who invested in hand sanitizer right before swine flu hit. I mean, think of the fortunes that could be made. It's First Light. It's 4 minutes before the hour.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.
Attention small business owners, you know how hard it is to get funding to grow your business. Next Wave Funding is a direct funder that can help you get the cash you need when you need it, even if your credit is not that great. If you've been in business for over 1 year, have at least $12,000 in sales every month, Next Wave will purchase your future earnings and give you the money you need. It's as simple as that. This is by far the easiest and best funding for existing businesses. Call 800-430-4566. That's 800-430-4566.
This is John Greenhut, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, Power Swabs is the answer. In 5 minutes, you'll see 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. Even better, there's no messy strips or trays that you'll have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes, and you're done. To try Power Swabs, call 1-800-679-0969. Your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free. 1-800-679-0969. That's 1-800-679-0969.
Maybe the salesperson was telling the truth. Maybe lots of people do love their timeshares and don't mind the higher fees, lack of availability, and added pressure to always buy more timeshare while on vacation. But if your timeshare doesn't fit your life, do what thousands have already done. Call ResortRelease.com to cancel your timeshare today. Resort Release's #1 goal is to help you get rid of that timeshare once and for all. They're the nation's largest and most trusted timeshare exit company. A+ rated and accredited with a Better Business Bureau. ResortRelease.com guarantees to get that timeshare off your hands and out of your life, or you don't pay. That's right, they'll do a free case review for you. It's legal, it's permanent, and the moment that timeshare is gone, you can start planning the getaway you really want. Don't let your timeshare fees increase. Call Resort Release, 888-308-5955, or visit us at resortrelease.com. That's 888-308-5955.
Hey, it's First Light, and 2 minutes before the hour. FirstLightRadio@gmail.com. Got a great email from Beef Wellington. He says, Evan, you're always going on about calling earlier. What about announcing the topic for tomorrow's show at the end of today's broadcast? The added benefit would be the discussion wouldn't be contributing to the hysteria of the 24/7 news cycle. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to talk about on Friday. We're going to talk about dogs and people vetting them to see if they can move into an apartment or whatever. Let me talk fast here. David Oziel produced. The legendary Joe Ardinger engineered. This is a production of Westwood One News.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. And now, 3 rooms for just $99. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. The military investigating a deadly crash of a Marine Corps airborne refueling aircraft in Mississippi yesterday afternoon.
There were 16 people on board. All have died. Now we're still working to find out the cause of this crash.
Lauren Coleman of Fox TV affiliate WHBQ. Donald Trump Jr. is admitting he met with a Russian lawyer with Kremlin ties during last year's election. The New York Times reporting the attorney said she had damaging information about Hillary Clinton. Senator Mark Warner, ranking Democrat for the Senate Intelligence Committee, says the public should have learned about the meeting sooner.
This was the first time that the public has seen clear evidence that senior level officials of the Trump campaign reached out to potentially an agent of a foreign government, clearly a Russian, to try to get damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
Trump Jr. saying the promised information never materialized. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Wildfires burn millions of acres across the country each year. And each year, wildland firefighters battle to contain them, but they can't do it alone. For some communities, it's not a question of if wildfires strike, but when. And a single ember can travel more than 1 mile. As it twists and turns and floats through the air, that single ember can find its way to where you live and can ignite and destroy your home or your community. That single ember can be just as dangerous as the wildfire itself. You can't control where the ember will land, but you can control what happens when it does. You can take action now to prepare your home and your community for wildfire. Get fire adapted. Learn what you can do now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. Prepare, protect, prevail. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars, furniture, appliances, horses, pets, and more. Looking for a job? Our Help Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for Sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
What do I do now?
After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Here are today's headlines from the source WOCA. The Star Banner is reporting that a 12-year-old girl has died from injuries sustained in an accident that happened while she was a passenger on an all-terrain vehicle, or ATV. The girl is identified as Victoria Ryle of Ocala. According to the report, Victoria was one of two passengers. The other passenger identified as a 7-year-old boy. The driver of the ATV is identified as an 11-year-old boy. The three children were on a 2015 Honda ATV. The accident happened on the 7000 block of Southwest 125th Terrace, which is about 5 miles east of Dunellen and north of County Road 484. The report states that after the accident, the boys came running for help. Victoria was taken to the emergency room at Timber Ridge, where she was pronounced dead. Details of what exactly happened to cause the accident were sketchy. Florida was one of the first states to ban the practice known as shark finning, but members of the Florida Wildlife Commission are expressing doubts about a national ban on the sale and possession of shark fins. Jerry Sansom with the Organized Fishermen of Florida say it won't help the sharks and could put hundreds of Florida boats out of business. He said to think that we can control or significantly influence the world's market on shark fins with less than 1% of either the market or the purchase is really very naive, unquote. But supporters of the Shark Fin Trade Elimination Act say Florida is still a major part of the problem, and they claim a national ban is the best way to help the shark population recover from years of overfishing. Florida U.S. Senator Bill Nelson filed legislation yesterday to cut student loan rates across the board and allow borrowers with existing student loans to refinance to new lower rates. If approved, Nelson's bill would cap rates for undergraduates at 4% and allow borrowers with existing student loans that have a rate higher than 4% to refinance their loans to the new lower rate. In Florida alone, figures indicate that students graduating with a 4-year degree leave college with more than $24,000 in student loan debt on average. The Nebraska Attorney General's office is warning the public about a Florida-based company that officials say is running an insurance scam. The Attorney General's office said in a news release yesterday that it received notice that the scam artists are posing as Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. Officials say the scam artists are using fake Google and Manta listings bearing Blue Cross's logo and web address, along with bogus physical addresses in Omaha. Blue Cross and Blue Shield investigators believe the scam is connected to a group called Simple Health out of Hollywood, Florida. They say the scam artists collect personal information and offer insurance plans well below market value. Customers have reported that the company charges their credit card monthly but never provides insurance cards. Tens of thousands of Disney fans are expected to flood the Anaheim Convention Center this week for the 2017 D23 Expo. The biennial fan event, which began in 2009, begins Friday, kicking off 3 days of all things Disney. In past years, Disney executives, including CEO Bob Iger and Pixar creative head John Lasseter, have shared previews and announcements about the company's upcoming movies, TV shows, and attractions. The 3-day event begins with Disney Legends Awards ceremony. Among this year's honorees are Stan Lee, Mark Hamill, Oprah Winfrey, and the late Carrie Fisher. Disney is expected to reveal plans also for the Epcot overhaul at Disney World. This year's D23 Expo is July 14th through the 16th at the Anaheim Convention Center. If you'd like more information, visit d23.com. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair. That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Miami as he takes home the 2017 Home Run Derby. I'm Aaron Jacobson with sports on the Florida News Network. New York Yankees slugger Aaron Judge dominated the All-Star Home Run Derby in the same manner he smashed his way through his rookie season. He beat Minnesota's Miguel Sano 11-10 with 2 minutes to spare in the final to win the Home Run Derby. 5 years ago, Judge won the College Home Run Derby in Omaha, Nebraska. This time, he outslugged some of baseball's top stars, including local favorites Giancarlo Stanton and Justin Bour of the Miami Marlins. Judge, the 6'6" 6'7" and 280-pounder hit 47 home runs in the Derby. That totaled 3.9 miles. His longest drive of the night went 513 feet. He topped 500 4 times. Judge leads the major leagues with 30 home runs overall, and some Yankees fans showed up to support him in their full dress, flowing black robes and white powdered wigs. He was initially booed by the crowd of almost 40,000 people, but he eventually earned some cheers once Stanton, the defending champion, and Bohr were eliminated in the first round. Giancarlo Stanton, who got home at about 5 a.m. after the game in San Francisco, started slowly against pitcher Pat Shine, hitting 3-liners before a 429-foot drive to center. Then Stanton began to find his groove. He hit a 496-foot shot off the glass behind the left field seats. He had 15 when his 30-second bonus round started, but he added just one more. He ended up falling 1 home run short. The Tampa Bay Lightning have re-signed forward Tyler Johnson. It's a 7-year contract and worth $5 million a season. Johnson's 26 years old, and he skated in 66 games with the Lightning last season, recording 19 goals and 45 points to go along with 28 penalty minutes. He ranked tied for 3rd on the Lightning for goals and 5th for points. Johnson also ranked 3rd on the Bolts for power play goals with 6 and was tied for 5th with 3 game-winning tallies. Johnson was originally signed as a free agent by the Lightning on March 7, 2011. The Orlando Magic have waived guard C.J. Watson. President of Basketball Operations Jeff Weltman announced that yesterday. Watson appeared in 62 games. 9 of those were starts. That was last season with Orlando. He averaged 4.5 points per game, almost 2 assists, and almost 2 rebounds a game in 16 minutes. Chris Sale will become the first pitcher to make consecutive All-Star starts representing different teams. The Boston Red Sox ace will start tonight's All-Star game for the American League, and Washington's Max Scherzer will open for the National League. That game's at 8 o'clock. An independent review of the scoring in Manny Pacquiao's contentious WBO welterweight world title loss to Jeff Horn has confirmed the outcome in favor of the Australian former schoolteacher. A Philippines government department asked the WBO to review the refereeing and the judging of the fight in Australia on July 2nd after Horn won a unanimous points decision against Pacquiao. That's sports on the Florida News Network. I'm Aaron Jacobson.
If you're a sleep apnea sufferer who's on the go to your phone. Because if you give us a call right now, you'll be able to try the world's first portable mini CPAP device absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights. It's the Transcend Mini CPAP, an engineering marvel that's as small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound. Its unique design is so small and so light, you can fit it in your briefcase or purse to use anywhere you go. No more dragging around a big, bulky CPAP. Even better, now you can try Transcend absolutely risk-free for 10 restful nights by calling minicpap.com, 1-800-940-1740. Transcend is FAA compliant too, so you can even sleep comfortably while flying. You can also add a battery pack that's as tiny as a deck of cards. So now you can enjoy the freedom to sleep comfortably anywhere. But don't wait. To receive your 10-night in-home trial, call minicpap.com now. 1-800-940-1740. That's 1-800-940-1740.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds. There could be a shower or two near the coast this morning, and look for a thunderstorm in spots over the interior during the late morning and afternoon hours. Today's high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. Mainly clear Tuesday night. There can be a stray thunderstorm, though, especially early, though 72 inland, 79 at the coast. For Wednesday, clouds and sun with an afternoon thunderstorm, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
We all know that sound means there's going to be some need for collision repair work, and soon. What you may not know is that it's your choice where to have that collision work done, not the other guy's insurance company. Because your vehicle is much more than just transportation. It's like a family member. So don't bring it to just any chain collision center. Bring it to Lyle's Collision Service. When it comes to getting your vehicle back to 100%, you can count on Lyle's Collision Service. They're not some fly-by-night chain company. They're a family-owned and run collision center with over 33 years of experience. Working with collision repairs and vehicle restoration, Lyle's Collision only uses quality parts and doesn't take shortcuts like some other companies. They take pride in getting the job done right and in a timely manner. They specialize in insurance claims and they strive to get your vehicle back to you as soon as possible. So the next time you hear this, remember, it's your choice. And the choice is clear. Lyle's Collision Service.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
Minutes after 7 o'clock. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning in Ocala. It is July 11th, 2017, 71 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA. We are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary where you too can get a hamburguesa. A hamburguesa, Robin. Good morning. All right, let me see what we're doing this morning. 7:35. We've got news and commentary. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. 71 degrees. Temperatures today climbing to 91. There is a 50% chance we'll see rain today. Boy, yesterday it came down, didn't it? Probably do the same thing today.
Yeah, but it was really nice because, boy, do we need the rain. And every day's a good day, no matter if there's sun or rain.
There you go. You got to be positive. A positive poison, right?
That's right.
7:35 news and commentary. 8 o'clock is when Galen Unold comes on. I have a topic for Galen today based on something happening right now in the world.
Okay.
It is this special thing that Amazon is doing called Prime Day. Is that today?
Okay.
Today's Prime Day, so 30 practical things worth buying on Amazon Prime Day.
Oh, okay.
30 practical things worth buying.
There you go. Practical is
practical,
the key.
Yes. I got to look at some of those things. Okay, let's see. 8:20. We do have an 8:20 this morning, so Galen's segment will be a little briefer than normal. Mark Reisenauer and Diane Juris are coming on at 8:20. They are talking about the Astellas Oncology C3 Prize. This is an annual award given to people who have ideas and potential solutions that help people with cancer.
Pretty awesome.
My gosh. One of these days we're going to be announcing it, Robin.
Yeah.
I hope we never forget the name of the people who come up with the cure for cancer. I hope their names are bigger than Elvis's name or whoever has big names. I don't know.
That's right.
I just think those are the people we need to be celebrating. 8:35 is when we turn off any commentary. We simply read the news the way we get it and share it with you. It's our way of giving you a bunch of news in a short period of time. Carol Ann Baldwin will be on the air at 9:05. She's talking about your gardens, of course. She's a master gardener. This morning I noticed she was commenting on the, oh my gosh, what was it called again yesterday, that 4-line poem, whatever it was called.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember.
But anyway, she asked if I would write one for her, so I did.
Nice.
And now I can't remember what it is, but I'll tell you when we get there.
She said her husband was in the hospital.
I did see that, yeah, so prayers for him. Matt Gibbs at 10:05. Matt is our mechanic. He's our go-to guy when it comes to cars, and the world of cars is changing every time you turn around, too.
Yep.
What, Nissan? Did we talk about this with you, Matt? Yeah. No, not Nissan. It was, what was the company that was going to do all electric cars? No.
Gosh, it wasn't. It was,
I can't remember.
Volvo? No.
But anyway,
I can't remember.
We'll talk. Yeah, I think it was Volvo. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. So he'll be talking about cars. Nikki Aiken. Nikki Aiken is a park ranger at Silver Spring State Park. Boy, Silver Spring State Park is getting in the news lately.
Yeah.
Wild monkeys everywhere. I even heard Dana Lesh talking about it yesterday. I think they're missing something here. Those people that were posting videos about being, quote unquote, attacked by the monkeys at Silver Springs.
Yeah, they lied.
They did lie, yeah.
They did lie.
Not that the monkeys weren't being aggressive, they were, but they were being aggressive for the same reason any animal would be aggressive. You're going up to the babies.
Exactly.
You don't go to the babies of an animal. You should know better than that.
Common sense.
But anyway, so we'll talk to Nikki. I love Silver Springs, and I hate the bad press that our beautiful state park has been getting, because I'm telling you, it's not fair. It's not fair. So Nikki's going to be here. Hopefully she agrees with us.
Yeah, because you're the only media person that has the best handle on it. And the true handle. Everybody else is like, get rid of the monkeys now.
Well, I think, okay, and that's a nice thing to say, but that goes for you too, because we go there. Mm-hmm. And we understand, and we go to other state parks. We know what a state park is supposed to be.
Exactly.
Not supposed to be Disney World.
Yeah.
Fiona Barton is coming on 11:05. Fiona is an award-winning journalist who trains and works with journalists all over the world. Mm-hmm. And speaking about her book titled The Child, it's a psychological suspense novel.
Yep.
Fun with Joe today. We could talk about mythology.
Okay.
Mythology and how words from the names of some of the gods and goddesses in mythology still survive today in modern society.
Ooh, yeah.
And maybe you don't even know it. So I will give you hints about where do you find this word in modern society, and you'll be able to tell me.
Okay, I love that.
That ought to be fun. Let's see. Today is National Cheer Up the Lonely Day.
Okay, there you go.
Cheer up the lonely, Robin.
There you go.
Yeah, come on, cheer up everybody. Are you lonely? Are you lonely? You know what I do when I feel lonely?
What's that?
I watch a video of dog chasing things.
There you go.
And it brightens my day. It's also National Rainier Cherry Day.
Okay.
Cherry.
Nice.
It's National Blueberry Muffin Day.
Ooh, I love it all.
National American Pet Photo Day.
There you go.
National 7-Eleven Day. I think 7-Eleven is giving away free Slurpees today.
Ooh, we'll have a day trip to Orlando.
What is your favorite flavor of Slurpee? Do you remember when you were a kid? It was just Coca-Cola for me.
Oh, I never had one when I was a kid.
Didn't?
I never knew about Slurpees till I moved down here.
Oh my
I was
gosh,
18.
really?
Yeah.
I used to ride my bicycle to the 7-Eleven when I was a kid. Yeah, I would always
Wow.
get them.
No, we had root beer floats and regular soda.
And today is National Mojito. Is it mojito or mojito? mojito? Do you say the J?
I don't know.
Each year on July 11th,
I think mojito.
people across America join together to mark National Mojito Day. I'll take your word for it. Probably it's a Cuban drink. Known to be the favorite drink of the author Ernest Hemingway.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a reason to try it.
It's a highball consisting of white rum, sugar, lime juice, sparkling water, and mint.
Oh, okay. I love everything about except the rum, because rum doesn't agree with me.
It says
the
that
liquor I stay away from.
Has a low alcohol content.
Yeah, I bet.
So when you're with rum, you say the globe is warming, and rum says, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Just doesn't agree with you, no matter what you say.
Exactly.
With low alcohol content, this refreshing cocktail has been found to be popular in the summertime for its refreshing combination.
Yeah, I believe it with the mint and everything. Got the green frog is still on the window. He moved to the middle now. He's so cute.
We've had a couple of conversations in recent weeks about the possible demise of Amtrak.
Yes.
Jim Penna sent us something. I don't know if you saw this thing he sent us.
Yes, he did, and I thanked him for sending it to us.
The possibility that Amtrak won't go away, but instead will become privatized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No.
That could be a good thing. Competitive passenger rail service.
Yeah, it's like taxis, Taxis are privatized.
Yes, they are.
Good morning.
Yes, they are. Can you imagine the government-run taxi service?
Mm-hmm. I know.
But anyway, I can see this because when you look at there's a train that goes from London to Paris, right?
Yep.
And it goes like 120 miles an hour, something like that. Mm-hmm. And it looks really wonderful.
It does. It's very clean looking.
It gets there in 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think they say.
Mm-hmm.
It goes through that tunnel.
Yeah, and they run all the time. So
I don't know. It just sounds like I just feel bad for the cows. There's always going to be a cow on a train track. That's what I always think.
Yeah.
But I guess 50 miles an hour or 120 miles an hour. What's that difference?
Yeah, exactly.
The cow is still going to be a hamburger somewhere.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Exactly.
So anyway, he sent this article. There could be some more color on American passenger trains in the coming years. The Federal Railroad Administration has issued a final rule for the competitive passenger rail service pilot program.
Oh, good. So hopefully they'll have the privatization of it in tandem with what's running now, and not just get rid of the Amtrak and then wait till the new one is built. That's what they did with the space program, the previous administration. They got rid of everything, and horrible.
So the other thing we have today is different places you can go to in Florida where movies were made.
Nice.
We were watching this video yesterday of showing different places movies were made, and we've got a few around here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Edward Scissorhands was made in Lutz in Lakeland?
I did not
north
know
of
that.
Tampa?
I had no clue. I didn't realize that.
My Girl was made in Sanford.
Really?
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I know they did a lot of filming in Louisiana. And
you knew Doc Hollywood was in Micanopy.
Yes, we went there.
And you knew
cool.
Jeepers
Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers was Ocala and Dunellen?
Yep.
Well, it wasn't really Ocala. It was Dunellen and Wildwood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Dunellen and Wildwood.
Did you know that Caddyshack was filmed at the Grand Oaks Golf Club?
Ooh, did not know that.
In Davie?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so we'll talk about some of those things.
Gaslight was filmed in Ocala.
Gaslight?
Yeah, that's an old black and white movie.
Way
back when.
Well, if you go to the older ones, then of course, like Tarzan and Sea Hunt was not a movie.
Right, exactly.
A TV show. All right, well, guess what? The computer seems to be working, so
Nice.
Yeah, we got the computer help today, so let's take a little break, and we'll be right back. 71 degrees right now, 91 the expected high, a 50% chance of rain, most likely in the afternoon. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Mm-hmm. Thursday, same thing. Friday, same thing. Saturday, only a 15% chance of rain, but that's a few days away. They could always change their mind before then.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. It is 7:30. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. The military investigating a deadly crash of a Marine Corps airborne refueling aircraft in Mississippi yesterday afternoon.
There were 16 people on board. All have died. Now we're still working to find out the cause of this crash.
Lauren Coleman of Fox TV affiliate WHBQ. Donald Trump Jr. is admitting he met with a Russian lawyer with Kremlin ties during last year's election. The New York Times reporting the attorney said she had damaging information about Hillary Clinton. Senator Mark Warner, ranking Democrat for the Senate Intelligence Committee, says the public should have learned about the meeting sooner.
This was the first time that the public is seeing clear evidence that senior level officials of the Trump campaign reached out to potentially an agent of a foreign government, clearly a Russian, to try to get damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
Trump Jr. saying the promised information never materialized. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Wildfires burn millions of acres across the country each year. And each year, wildland firefighters battle to contain them. But they can't do it alone. For some communities, it's not a question of if wildfires strike, but when. And a single ember can travel more than 1 mile. As it twists and turns and floats through the air, that single ember can find its way to where you live and can ignite and destroy your home or your community. That single ember can be just as dangerous as the wildfire itself. You can't control where the ember will land, but you can control what happens when it does. You can take action now to prepare your home and your community for wildfire. Get fire adapted. Learn what you can do now to reduce wildfire damage later at fireadapted.org. Prepare, protect, prevail. A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council. Learn more at fireadapted.org.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Although relationships do take work, it should not be the job of just one person to keep it afloat. Kickboxing provides a cardio workout that engages every muscle group in the body. It regulates our blood pressure, reducing feelings of anger. Most of us skip taking naps because we think they're a sign of laziness, but many studies have found that napping for as little as 10 minutes a day is proven to boost memory, creativity, and learning.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
All right. Thank you, Joe. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice, beautiful looking Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. It is. Rob, you just reminded me, 7-Eleven. Of course that would be National 7-Eleven Day. Oh, my God. How did I not notice that? All right. We talk about the news now. The phone lines are open if you want to express thoughts or opinions on some of these stories that I'm going to bring up. You can bring up a story that I have not brought up, and this is our morning together. 622-9622. All right, the first one, sad story, but it's our job to report these things. A 12-year-old girl died. She was on an ATV. She was not driving it, but she was with two other children. An 11-year-old boy was driving it. A 7-year-old boy was also a passenger on it. This is not too far from where you live, Robin, down near 484. About 5 miles east of Danelle, it says here. Anyway, so the ATV somehow flipped over, and the 12-year-old girl died. So our prayers to her family. Victoria Rial, R-I-A-L is her name.
Horrible. Absolutely. I never, ever allowed my children to ride on those. They had friends that had them, and that was one thing I said absolutely not, and they never did. Absolutely not.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission is expressing doubts about a national ban to stop the sale and possession of shark fins, saying that hardly any shark fins are harvested in Florida because it's really not something we do. Shark fin soup apparently is a big thing some places, but not
Japan,
not here.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, they say it'll hurt. The Organized Fishermen of Florida group say the ban will hurt the fishermen because the rules will make it almost impossible to fish and at the same time avoid catching sharks in some cases. So the Shark Fin Trade Elimination Act say Florida is still a major part of the problem, though. So you got two sides on that one, arguing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
The Nebraska Attorney General's office is warning the public about a Florida-based company, this is from South Florida, that officials say is running an insurance scam. They say this group out of South Florida, out of Hollywood, Florida, calls themselves Simple Health. They charge you for insurance and never send you any policy, nor a card or anything.
Oh, my gosh.
They are posing as Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and here's the scary part. They use fake Google and Manta listings. I don't know what a Manta listing is, but they use fake. It looks real. It looks real. It looks like when you Google them, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
So something you can't always trust what you find on Google. So
no, not at all. And they have been making phone calls. I know of a couple people that have received phone calls this week from the people that say they were Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they wanted to charge them for and set up appointments for preventative health care.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So might be
they
them.
were checking with their insurance company. So I'll make a couple calls this morning.
That might be who you this might be the story you need to tell them about.
Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody's a fan of Disney World. Everybody loves our theme parks down there in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
Epcot is one that I happen to like a lot.
Me too.
There's apparently a big overhaul planned for Epcot. The plans of that overhaul will be revealed this weekend at an exposition in Anaheim, California.
Nice.
It's the 2017 D23 Expo. They do this biennial. What does that mean? Twice a year or every 2 years? Twice a year? Okay. It starts Friday. It's 3 days of everything Disney. If you're a Disney fan and you go to this thing, it's in Anaheim, so it's kind of a distance for us. But if you go to this thing, lots of exclusive purchases. They like to sell stuff. Disney loves to sell you things. But anyway, CEO Bob Iger and Pixar creative head John Lasseter will be there. They're sharing announcements. A couple of other big shots are going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest news for us here in Florida is that Epcot is an announcement about an overhaul at Epcot is going to be made.
Yeah, because when they first came on board, Experimental Prototype City of Tomorrow, everything was in the future, and now they're in the past. Even with that acronym, they're in the past now.
True,
Everything has superseded them.
Yeah. Well, because it's not of tomorrow anymore. It's more like gardens and wine, food and wine, and I love the World Showcase. I love that part of Epcot.
Yeah, that is marvelous.
It's just because I'm old, Also, they will be having, this is the Anaheim thing, the D23 event. They will be having an award ceremony honoring Stan Lee, Mark Hamill, Oprah Winfrey, and the late Carrie Fisher. They're honoring those 4 people.
And they snubbed Harrison Ford then.
Well, maybe he was a different year.
That's right. He could have been.
I don't know.
There you go.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Hugh.
See, I've been going to Epcot since the 70s when it first opened. When we get company down here, you're always going to Disney World, and that place needs a change and a facelift because it's just been basically the same thing for all these years, and it's about time you did something.
Okay, yeah, I think Robin agrees with you. I don't know, but
I do.
Yeah. Well, so
see, I missed the earlier part of the programming here. Did you mention anything about Silver Springs and the monkeys?
Well, we've had that story several times. We have a lady coming on from Silver Springs State Park today.
Okay, because on the news last night, they said that the park has shut down certain areas, walking areas in the park itself, where the monkeys were being aggressive. So they actually shut down a couple of parts of the park.
Yeah, the part where was it the Sea Hunt thing? I think the Sea Hunt thing, and also the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know why? The reason why is because that's where the babies are.
Yeah,
I know, and they're just they're watching over and protecting them.
Yeah,
this is going to be a big news story around here, starting like it has already for quite a while, because I think they're going to go in there and they're going to eliminate those monkeys somehow, and there's going to be a big uproar over it, and it's going to be a top news story in Silver Springs and Ocala area, and probably all of Florida for a long time to come.
I think so. I think it has been this past week. I think nobody, though, has picked up on the fact that other wild animals also exist in other state parks, and the same rules should apply. When she comes in here today, we will bring this up, of course, because my thinking is this: what are you going to do about the bears and the deer wouldn't attack you, would they? But if you're messing with a baby, they always will mess with you.
Yeah. You got cougars, you got bobcats out there in the forest. If you go camping, don't mess with their babies. Any animals' babies.
Somebody's going to suggest solving the situation by shooting them or something, and that's going to really bring it up for here. But we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to program later on when this lady's on.
She will be on. Let me make sure I say her name and give you the time. She'll be on. Her name is Nikki Aiken. She'll be on at 10:35. She's coming into the studio.
Very good. We'll find out a lot of stuff, I hope.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Hugh. Appreciate the call. Yeah, he's probably right. I guess that there will be somebody suggesting shooting the things, right?
Yeah.
But I can't imagine anybody going along with that. I mean, if you're going to do that, you just got to stay. You got to have rules. And the whole thing blew up when this young man, he was having fun. He was saying in his video, "Oh, the monkeys are attacking us," and they weren't really. They were just screaming. The monkeys were basically screaming at them, saying, "Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away!
Right?
Get away! Get away! We don't want you here! Get away!" They were not climbing on them, clawing their eyes out, or you know what I mean. They weren't really attacking them in the real sense of the word attack. The video makes it look like it because you can hear Grandpa behind the young boy going, ah, 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 ah. You can hear the Grandpa
that was horrible,
making noises. And if you didn't realize that was the Grandpa, then you thought, oh my gosh, that boy's got a monkey on his back.
Yeah.
But he did not. Nobody did. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi, Mike.
Like a little bit of from yesterday, you were talking about the guy was in diving with the alligator to collect golf balls.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did they do? They killed the alligator. They knew this alligator was in there.
Right.
And you know what? This moron that climbed in there for what? A few dollars? Hell, come and see me. I'll give you enough money to buy you some golf balls.
There you go.
Kill the alligator. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And this is an alligator. This is a dinosaur. And I've only lived in Florida now for about 6 years, and I've learned to appreciate the beauty of everything that we have down here. except for the morons who like to go out here. And our first instinct is, when we go into a habitat of a creature, if it isn't just friendly with us, we just kill it. Let's just kill it. And that alligator was, I don't know how old it was, how big it was. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was home. It was in its home. And for a few measly dollars, we go in there so this moron can go in diving. And I'm sorry, I hope the alligator won. But just for a few dollars to go in there, and then they're going to destroy the animal. I have an alligator living behind my house. I don't like it. I don't particularly like the idea that, but you know what? I don't take my dog out there and take her swimming.
Exactly.
No, you would do
exactly.
I'm with you, Mike.
I'm frustrated about it. I'm very frustrated about it.
Yeah,
but that's the way we are. If we don't like something, if it's different, or if it is a threatening thing, let's just kill it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, if you got a 16-foot alligator living in the pond behind your house, relocate it. You don't have to kill it. Don't have to kill it. Anything.
Take it away.
Absolutely. Yep. So, absolutely. I can't agree with you more.
Anyway,
yeah,
my 2 cents worth.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. My nephew had a niece had an alligator under their house. They have one of these houses in is it Hernando or Inverness? It's right up against the water. Mm-hmm. And they have an elevated house. It's got a space underneath it. Mm-hmm. And an alligator was under there, and they had to get it out. But they didn't kill it. They somehow got it out. I don't know how they got it out.
Yeah.
I think they held a chicken. Here you go, baby. No, here you go. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry Robin.
Hiya, Sonny.
It's amazing, the news media, they just don't seem to get anything right anymore these days. And it is a shame because, number one, like the gentleman previous stated, they can relocate these things. But the only thing is, if you're going to relocate it to South Florida, they got a program down there because there's just too many gators and also too many snakes. Anacondas or whatever the heck they are?
Yeah, they got
pythons.
Yeah.
Pythons, yeah. It's mind-boggling what the heck goes on here, and if you either appreciate it or you don't. But I don't know why we don't have what they have in Louisiana, where they have a hunting season for gators. I don't know. Maybe they do have it here. But again, you don't hear it in the news because the news only prints what they deem fit to print, not what should be printed or, brought up. And it's that same thing with everything that's going on in our country today, to the point where we don't have news media anymore. We have babbling boobs and bobbing heads that give nothing but opinion, conjecture, and lies. And it's really astounding, because what you do with one animal in this country, this part of our country, in Florida here, it affects other animals.
Yeah.
For example, right now you still hear them talking about we have an overabundance of bear because there's nothing there to cull them down, to cull the animals. And I don't know, it's just it's not the country I knew as a younger fella.
Yeah. No, it's really true. It all works together. I want to look up a story, and I'll do it in a second. There was a story about this river that literally changed direction because they were eliminating the wolves out west. Do you remember that story?
I do. I remember
coyotes
that
or something
story.
like
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
I remember that. It changed direction.
Well, anyway, have a good day, but I don't know, we got to, believe it or not, we got to get our country back. It's a shame. You have politicians here that think the way they want to think instead of thinking for the people that elected them.
Yeah.
And it goes from there all the way down the line. Have a good day.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
that.
the people just don't respect anything anymore. The people don't respect the people, and the people don't respect the animals. That boy in that family was wrong for even approaching them. There is no respect anymore. Humans are out there and they're saying it's a me world, gimme, and I have the right.
There's a difference. If you're going to a theme park and you see wild monkeys out there being aggressive, yeah, you better do something. They shouldn't be in Disney World or Universal.
Yeah.
All right? Maybe that was their territory, but it's not anymore. Silver Springs was their territory, and then it wasn't when it was a theme park. Because, and I say it wasn't, I put that in quotation marks, because technically it was, but for the safety of the visitors, it really wasn't. But now it's a state park.
Yes.
It is. It's like every state park you go into, every single one of them has a sign on the entrance. This is the habitat of natural species. And in the case of the monkeys, they're not natural because it's not the monkeys' fault. We put them there.
No, they've been there for decades, for half a century.
So I don't know. Just.
Yeah,
I think
respect.
you hit it on the head. I think there'll be an uproar if anybody decides to euthanize them.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air. Although they did decide to. They did decide to sterilize the was it the buffalo in Paynes Prairie?
Yeah. In Paynes
so
Prairie.
they ain't kill them, but they won't be anymore.
And the horses up there too.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, just pointing out that there is an alligator hunting season. You go down to the tag office on 25th Avenue, and they have the hunting license department with all of the pamphlets on which species is available to be hunted at which time of the year. There is a time for alligators. I don't know it off the top of my head, but they will know it down there at 25th Avenue.
Yep, they sure will. Yeah.
Yep, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
And thank you for the train information,
Yeah,
too.
that was great.
All right, let me take a little break. Before we do, though, if you Google wolves change rivers or something like that, I did find the story pretty quickly. It's an amazing story of how hunting the wolves didn't solve a problem but caused a problem. And when they reintroduced the wolves back into the Yellowstone area, so it was the Yellowstone Wolf Project. You got to look up that Yellowstone Wolf Project. When they introduced the wolves back into the environment, everything came back. The birds came back, the deer came back, everything came back because it was part of a chain. They were part of a chain.
Right.
But that's not what we normally do on this segment. I have no problem doing it, but I'd rather just tell you the information so you can Google it. What I'd going to do when we come back is continue giving you some news stories so you can comment on those or at least be aware of them. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds. There could be a shower or two near the coast this morning, and look for a thunderstorm in spots over the interior during the late morning and afternoon hours. Today's high 89 at the coast, 93 inland. Mainly clear Tuesday night. There can be a stray thunderstorm, though, especially early, though 72 inland, 79 at the coast. For Wednesday, clouds and sun with an afternoon thunderstorm, the high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8895.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying and stump grinding services. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on your weed control and to take care of those troublesome stumps for an overall pleasing appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440, or online at powellgene@yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 629-2440.
My goodness, time flies. 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. All right, some other things in the news. A U.S. military plane used for refueling crashed in a field in rural Mississippi. 16 people died. Oh, my gosh, that's so horrible. Leflore County Emergency Management Agency Director Frank Randall told reporters at a Monday briefing yesterday that 16 bodies had been recovered after the KC-130 spiraled into the ground about 85 miles north of Jackson in the Mississippi Delta.
Gosh, that's horrible.
Wow, sad story. I have Donald Trump on the Twitter thing. I guess many of you do. And sometimes I have to turn it off because there's just too many. He tweets too much. He tweets all the time. He always tweets in the morning, and I just got one that said he's working on getting the Olympics into L.A.
Oh, there you go.
It says, working hard to get the Olympics for the United States, L.A. Stay tuned. You want to hear some of the other ones?
Sure.
That was this morning. I'm sorry. That was this morning, just a little while ago. Just a little bit before that, he said the Senate Democrats have only confirmed 48 of 197 presidential nominees. They can't win, so all they do is slow things down.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Well, people like this stuff.
Okay,
because it's honest.
I should read the tweets evermore.
It's honest.
Here's another one. It's crazy to go. It's crazy to go on an August recess without having Obamacare repealed. We should work every day until it is done.
There you go. They don't need off. All they need is a 2-week vacation sporadically throughout the year. They don't need to close their doors up there.
He says White House calls out Senate Democrats for obstructing nominees. Anyway, so it's kind of fun actually to have Donald Trump on your Twitter feed thing. You can get yours too.
Yeah.
So it's like having a free connection to the president. You can't. I guess you could talk to him. I don't know.
I know. This is great.
Probably won't read it.
I love it.
NASA's Juno spacecraft is about to give us our best look yet at Jupiter's swirling Great Red Spot. We brought this up yesterday, but it was directly above that red spot last night, passing 5,600 miles above the cloud tops. That's close by space standards. Juno's instruments will look through the clouds and help scientists determine how deep the storm is, and maybe even information about what the heck it is. It's been going on, they say, since the 1600s. It's so big that at 10,000 miles wide, it could swallow the whole Earth. Mm-hmm. It will take NASA a few days to get the close-up images. The team plans to release those images on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
The spacecraft that is doing this work took off from Cape Canaveral in 2011. So it's been flying about 6 years. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I get my binoculars out and I can't even see craters on the moon. I got to get something better.
You like your binoculars. You take them everywhere.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Things are so clear.
Yeah.
I like when I can see things that I can't see with my naked eye.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, is it that time already? Okay.
we'll take a break.
Okay.
Got more to do, but we got plenty of time to do it this morning. We'll be right back. Galen, you know this coming on. We're going to talk about some of the practical things you can benefit from the Amazon Prime special that they're doing today. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The FBI and other investigators still trying to find out why a military plane crashed in Mississippi, killing at least 16 people on board.
Debris field stretching for miles. Officials for LaFleur County, Mississippi's Emergency Management Agency warning residents to stay away.
Fox's Griff Jenkins director Fred Randall explaining.
We don't want nobody out there. Yeah, fuel everywhere.
A spokesperson for the U.S. Marine Corps saying that the cause is undetermined at this point, but that the Marine Corps KC-130 experienced a mishap before going down in the Mississippi Delta some 85 miles north of Jackson.
And the attorney for Donald Trump Jr. responding to the New York Times report that the president's son met with a Russian attorney offering damaging information about Hillary Clinton before the election, saying he did nothing wrong and nothing came of it. Fox News, we report, you decide.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash. I want to be a bike that races around the country. When I grow up, I want to be a bench on a forest trail. I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch. I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and